here we are, folks. I'm adjusting my audio. So, there we go. And hello to you all here. It is a little after 7. A little late. Actually got home not too long ago from a big day out. So, apologize for the lateness, but we're here nonetheless. This is day number 13 of our second Cheese League Baseball tournament, powered by Super Mega Baseball 3 here on Twitch. Thank you so much for joining us and for hanging out and for watching and for yada yada yada. We are gonna watch a couple of games here, and I'm just making sure everything looks good. We're having some technical issues in the old Cheese headquarters, Cheese HQ, but I think we're good. We are going to watch a couple more games of the semifinal action. So, when we were last together, which was since the last time we were together, I believe there's also a Sea of Thieves stream with Wheels and Loopback, keeping it Wheels and Loopback, and also a Path of Exile stream up. So go check those out here on Twitch, or you can always check everything out on our YouTube channel. Path of Exile videos are up on our YouTube channel, and also on YouTube just as a promotion. I did some reaction videos to the latest Super Mega Baseball 4 breakdowns and reveals that the folks over at Metalhead did. So go check those out as well. But when we were last together, we saw the Gothams take the first game of the 7-game series, potential 7-game series, over the Emeralds, and also the Giants won over the Gamblers. And yeah, the series, this game was kind of hard fought, kind of a pitcher's duel. The series not so much, but nonetheless, we're gonna go back to the Emerald Diamond, start things off. Gorgonzola Gothams versus the Edom Emeralds. Emil Gardner on the mound. Stuff is buzzing on my phone. Emil Gardner on the mound, 2-0 for him so far. 2.19 ERA on the season. Reese Elliston, 2-0 for him, 2.13 ERA. So holy cow, very almost similar whip, like almost the exact same whip. So this should be a very, very potentially another close pitcher's duel kind of game. So we'll see what happens. But if you're here live with us, or if you're watching on YouTube, which most of you are watching on YouTube, appreciate it. And yeah, appreciate all the love and support that we get all across our various whatever we do. Here's Camden Anthony to lead things off for the Gothams. Elliston, 2-seamer, 4-seamer, slider, curveball, changeup, and that's a base hit to start the game. Camden Anthony, 333 average for him, so adding to that average, here's Alvarado, 250. At the dish, good speed on the base pass already for the Gothams. Popped up right at home plate. Actually, it's going to be Bradshaw to take that one for the first out. Here's Art Michaels. And looks at a strike. Sounded like a changeup. I was looking away from the screen. More of an accuracy kind of painter. Kind of like paint the corners, paint the top and bottom of the zone. I said up and bottom of the zone. It's been a long day, folks. I've been out since 8:30 this morning, just getting back now. That is jacked high, but I think that is going to be a can of corn, and yes, it is for Nathaniel Richards. All right, so Arlo Frank steps in now, 556 for him. He's been elevating the ball a little bit more. That's what we want to see out of this power guy at the plate. 2 outs, runner on first. Franks is looking locked in. That's not elevating the ball. That's just like a little worm burner hit through the right side. That will put runners on first and second for Zeke Bond. Lays off of that one. And there's a ball. 2-0. And fouled away. 2-1. And fouled away again. 2-2. A little weak hit into kind of no man's land, but Bradshaw bare hands fires Scott Brocious style. Get the final out. Strand 2, but it's still early. Rodney Bradshaw's going to lead it off for the home team. Emeralds 368 for him. 1 homer, 2 RBIs, looking locked in at the dish. Garner. Very, very similar. Got Wheels texting me now. Similar pitch arsenal for Gardner as Blaylock fouls that one off. Right back to him. And that's out number 2. Sports the 4-seamer, the cut fastball, slider, changeup, and a curveball as well. More of a junk accuracy pitcher. Leon Jackson steps in. First baseman for the Emeralds. Swings over that one, 2-2. Now it's a ball outside, 3-2. Down on strikes he goes. There's Wheels. Wheels asked me what I was doing. I was like, I'm streaming. It's cool. I started a little late too. We actually just got back not too long ago. Cash Chavez steps in. Been out since 8:30 this morning, Wheels. It's all different types of places. Nice Salvador Ramon. Nice little snow cone catch there. Diving catch at second base for the first out of the inning. And Bradshaw saying, hey, I can do it too. Call and response from both sides of the infield. 2 outs, 2 very good plays. Can we make it 3 as Lonnie Jackson steps up? No, he's going to tank one, but foul. Baseball bat bros would call that a foul dinger. 0-2. Didn't find anything today. We were out antiquing. Didn't find anything of note baseball-wise. And nice recovery for the final out. Part of the order due up for the Edom Emeralds. Yeah, I didn't find anything of worth. So typically when I go out antiquing and when I go look for, I don't know, junk shopping pretty much, I collect like old baseball games and stuff. Nice little flip to Garner for the first out. And here's Pedro Bowen, the catcher. Or no, I'm sorry, the DH today. I typically look for, so I have like a Carl Yastrzemski branded baseball marble game, like tabletop marble pinball game. I have a baseball magnetic dart board game from like the early, I don't know, like the 1930s, 40s, something like that. So it's like couple of random things. I have a funny baseball book here, all about the rules of baseball. It's like a quiz book. As Noel Fernandez goes down 1-2-3 on strikes, and we're all knotted up at naught. That's where we're knotted up at. Malachi Jacobson will be 9-1-2 here for the visiting Gothams in the top of the 3rd. But wasn't able to find anything good, folks. I'm looking for a baseball board game I saw once, but not been able to locate it since. Camden Anthony steps in 1-for-1 with a single for him. I did do a video actually of my pinball, a baseball themed pinball, as that's a base hit, so 2-for-2 day for Camden Anthony. And Alvarado steps up. My Gottlieb 1976, I believe. I think it was 1976 Gottlieb big hit pinball machine. And oh, Ramon with another beautiful catch And they double them up. And look who's going to be first at bat. It's Salvador Ramon. Doing it in the field today. So this is 7, 8, 9 now for the Emeralds. Garner working away. 1 and 2 on Ramon. Gets him. Nice high and outside pitch. Got him chasing. Looks like a pumpkin coming in there. As Richard steps in. Center fielder. Big speed guy. Not a big power contact guy. Be good to get him on base, though, for an Emeralds fan. Yeah, so I did a video of me cleaning my pinball and kind of show some of the action. So, yeah, as a base hit, it's exactly what I wanted. It's exactly what I wanted out of him. So now we got good speed on the base pass for the Emeralds, and Sasso's up. Your number 9 hitter. Let's see if they can make something happen here, folks. But that video, I'll piece that together, and you guys can enjoy that at some point. As that one is fouled away. As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, go check out my reaction video. Another one's dropping tomorrow as Sasso strikes out. And it brings up top of the order Rodney Bradshaw 0 for 1 with 2 outs. Runner on first here, bottom of the 3rd. Score 0-0. Here, game 2 of this 7-game set. Potential 7-game set. Tough out activated for Bradshaw. And 2 and 2. Down on strikes, the big hook, the Uncle Charlie, whatever you want to call it. Gets him. Down on strikes. Art Michael steps in 0 for 1. It would be 3, 4, and 5 for the Gothams against Reese Elliston. It's hilarious, actually. If you look at Elliston's line and you look at the Gorgonzola pitcher. Oh my God, I'm losing it. Get him out. If you look at Elliston's line and Garner's line, it's honestly almost identical, folks. That is tanked and is gone into the harbor. .474-foot shot. That's exactly what we've been waiting for. Franks gets the Gothams on the board. I've been saying the past 2 games, Arlo Franks, who's your big power hitting bat in this lineup, has been elevating the ball. And he saw it, and boy, did he elevate that. 474-foot shot into the harbor. And Elliston looking a little flustered now as he walks the next batter. Brings up Cash Chavez, number 6 hitter. 1 out, runner on first. Luckily for the Emeralds, no threat to run there first. Ooh, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. And it just drops in right in front of Blaylock. So, a little, what we would call a shit hit in my house. A little blooper. That's all you need, you know, bloop and a blast, right? That's what they always say. Little blooper. 2 on. Remus Baldwin up. 1 out here. Top of the 4th. And Baldwin goes down on a very questionable pitch to me. If I was a Gotham's fan, I would be pretty upset. That looked a little low, but all right. So 2 outs. That kind of changes the look at this at-bat with Jackson. 2 outs now. First and second. Lonnie Jackson just waves at that one. Boy. Elliston goes again with the curveball. Let's see what they go here. They go fastball down and in. Jackson's going to take it himself. All right, so big monster home run from Arlo Franks. Puts the Gothams on the board. And Nick Blaylock up to the bat. Not up to the bat. What does that even mean? Up to bat for the Emeralds. Let's see if Garner, who's looking locked in, and that is, just drops in front of Anthony. Let's see if Garner can keep this steady pace, keep things going, and shut down this Emeralds lineup. Leon Jackson up now. And that one's hit very hard. Very hard. Ooh, off the wall. And kind of not played off the carom well at all by Chavez out there. So, things are happening, folks. Things are happening here for the Emeralds at the bottom of the fourth. 2 on. Nobody out. Garland Myers up. Your catcher. Just kind of waves at that one. Garner gets him to foul that one away. 1 and 2. Almost had him checking. They say he didn't go. And again, almost had him checking. And walks and walks. The bases loaded. So that will probably bring the infield in. Yes, no, infield at double play depth. They're going to give up that run. Okay, interesting strategy here from the Gorgonzola bench as Pedro Bolin looks at a strike, and that's a foul ball. And another foul ball. 1 and 2. Down on strikes. Here's Noel Fernandez. She struck out her first time up. 0 for 1. Big opportunity. Can Garner get out of this? A ground ball, folks. Double play gets out of this inning. 2-2 to Fernandez. This is actually quite tense. And it's a base hit into right center field. That's going to score 1. Here comes another run. And 2 runs score. It's a 2 RBI single for Noel Fernandez. And the Edam Emeralds take the lead. Puts runners on the corners, 2 for Ramon. With 1 out. This is interesting. And that is a hit high and far and gone. Into the elevated section of the Emerald Diamond. The 364-foot shot. Ramon's first homer, 3rd RBI of the tournament. 3-run Jackaroonie. That gives the Emeralds the 5-1 lead. Boy, it's kind of all coming apart here for Garner, as that is a 2nd out of the inning. And here's Sasso. He might get pulled. If Sasso gets on, he's getting pulled. Yeah, Garner's gone. I'm calling it. Garner's getting pulled right now. They're not going to let him finish this inning. He's looking tense out there in the mound. Bradshaw, top of the order back up. I cannot believe that. I thought I had this algorithm figured out. Okay, now he might get pulled. Oh, that's a tough break right there. As Blaylock steps in. Oh my God, I can't believe this. This is very fascinating to me. Just when I think I have the Super Mega Baseball 3 algorithm all figured out as to when they pull pitchers that are struggling, it surprises me. 3-0 to Blaylock. And he walks in 4 straight balls. Jeez. In steps Leon Jackson. Now he's pulled. Okay. Phillies tore it up today. Ooh, interesting. I barely watched baseball at all today. Gets the final out of the inning. Louis Hugh does. Pitcher coming in for Garner. 5-1 now, folks. The Emeralds lead it going into the top of the 5th. Malachi Jacobson. Right back to Elliston out number 1. Elliston should have a little more swagger now that his players got him some support behind the plate. Benjamin says hi and good night. Hey Ben, have a good night, buddy. As that's a walk. We're going to have to run through the scores. The Phillies did tear it up today. That's good for them. They needed that win. Actually, they need to win this. They need multiple games like that. Yankees DFA'd Aaron Hicks today, so that is interesting. It was today or yesterday. I was busy both days, so didn't see that news until later. 2-2 on Henry Alvarado. Ooh, right back at him. Everybody is safe. He is hurt for sure. He's going to be pulled. Yep, Reese Elliston. Elliston's in extreme pain. That brings in Jillian Russo out of the bullpen. So Ellison pitching a gem of a game here. And, oh, they double him up. Good job there by Bradshaw. So Elliston pitching a gem, gets hit with the comebacker, gets taken out of the game. Hopefully he is okay. Garland Myers steps in now. 4, 5, and 6, heart of the order up for the home team. Emeralds facing off against Louis Hugh. Came in a relief of Garner. A gem for the Emeralds, yes. See what I did there? I'm good with words. That's a base hit into center field. So 1 out, base knock. That brings up Noel Fernandez. The big 2-run single that gave the Emeralds this little boost of confidence. Led to a 5-run bottom of the 4th. So, should explain, I suppose. This could be 2. Alvarado to Jacobson and over to Franks. Ooh, Fernandez beats it out. Good hustle. Good hustle. As that brings up Salvador Ramon. Runner on first, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Should explain, I guess, DFA'd. And, ooh, Jacobson, nice diving stop, and they get him for the final out. Deep in the hole, good arm. Part of the order due up for the Gothams, top of the 6th. A DFA'd, as I mentioned, the Yankees DFA'd Aaron Hicks, that is designated for assignment, which is essentially that they released him. So they're going to eat, I believe, $20 million of his salary. That is redonkulous. Zeke Bond up. So Russo out there in relief of Elliston, who's, again, just pitching the game of his career. And he is one of the solid starters here for the Emeralds. He had a 2-0 record coming in. A healthy sub-1 whip. A very healthy 2-point-something ERA, so hopefully he's all right. We'll keep you posted as the broadcast continues. Chavez steps in now. 1 out, runner on first here, top of the 6th. So the Phillies won 12-3 over the Cubs today. They've been playing probably about the same ball, so pretty even. Why would you even try? Not good speed at all on first base. I don't know why you would try to take that, swipe that bag. Down on strikes. He goes. And bottom of the 6th we go. 8-9-1 due up for the home team. Yeah, the Phillies and the Cubs kind of playing equal ball right now as Richards here facing off against Hugh. Yankees won 7-4 and 10. Yeah, that's good. Last I heard, they were losing 2-1 or 3-1, I think it was. So, and then it was 4-4, and now they won. That's good. Aubriel Sasso back up, fouls that one straight back. Louis Hugh doing some work out there. He's been pretty effective so far. Down on strikes goes Sasso. And Rodney Bradshaw back to the top of the order for the Emeralds. One of our faithful YouTube listeners said that he believes the Emeralds will win it all. So if they keep playing like this, I mean, absolutely they will. So hopefully Ellison's okay. But if they keep getting good, solid pitching and most importantly, good, solid hitting, they will absolutely take the whole cake. As Blaylock steps in. Got a bunch of games happening today, folks. In MLB, Alvarado out number 3, top of the 7th we go. And the Emeralds looking to close this one out. Dodgers are losing right now. Cardinals are winning. Braves are winning over the Mariners. Some games later. And that's a base hit. Good way to start off the top of the 7th for your Gothams. That brings up Lonnie Jackson. He's 0 for 2. Rays won again. The Astros won. Those are some not really surprises there. The Rangers won. Not a surprise. D-backs won. D-backs are putting together a solid little season, folks. D-backs are, what, 26 and 20? That's a pretty solid looking season for that team. And that's a fair ball down the left field line into the corner. That's going to get a runner all the way to third. First, good hustle on the base paths. So at the corners, Malachi Jacobson in, no outs. And the Gorgonzola Gothams are threatening here. Jillian Russo struggling to put this one away. That should be 2. Go up the run, obviously. And now the Gothams down to their final out. And Russo is pulled. Brendan West is going to come in, the closer. Seen him in very, very limited capacity. Against Camden Anthony, top of the order. And 3-1. Fouled away. 3-2. Popped up. This should be it unless it gets into the crowd. Ooh, good try there by Bradshaw. And walks him. So, that's not what you want to do. It's not at all what you want to do. That brings up Henry Alvarado. And that's a foul ball. And to Ramon, out number 3. Ball game over. Edom Emeralds take game 2 here, folks. Take a look at the lines. 2-9-0 to 5-8-0. That big 5-run bottom of the 4th is really what did it in for the Gothams. So let's take a look at the offense. Good game there for Anthony. Franks, of course, with the 474-foot jack. That's 47.4 manatees if using the manatee unit of measurement. We'll see how long that joke can go on. The 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 10 strikeouts. 10 strikeouts on the Emerald side. Yet they were able to get some big hits and timely hitting from Ramon, from Fernandez. But 10 strikeouts, that is absolutely bananas. That they had 10 strikeouts and they still won and pulled out. Wow. Yeah, that boggles my mind. So Garner gets the loss. Elliston takes the no decision. Russo will actually get the win. And I think, yes, we are getting in the booth here that Elliston should be all right to make his next start. Salvador Ramon, Arlo Franks, Camden Anthony are your tops, as this series is split now 1-1. And what started as, I actually thought it was going to be another pitcher's duel, like another 1-0 win for the Gothams, but no, Emeralds pull it out. All right, next game, folks. In the semifinals here, we're going to the Bengata Bowl, home of the Gouda Giants. They have Hal Rivers, your S-rated Hal Rivers, on the bump. And he has no ERA. He has .48 whip. He throws about 103 miles an hour, so that should be fun. 0-2 on the Gamblers side, Peralta. So let's see what happens here. To the Bengata Bowl we go. tomorrow, Sunday in the afternoon, you will see the on YouTube, on our YouTube page, you'll see the next reaction video I have to the latest breakdown from the folks over at Metalhead on Super Mega Baseball 4. So go check that out. Check out the one that's up now about the legends in the game. You get to see my thoughts and my reaction on that. Then, of course, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll have more Cheese League Baseball semifinal action. Hal Rivers gets Wade Crush to foul that one back, and that's a ball. 104 was that? And then he throws a 90-mile-an-hour changeup. That's unfair. 2-2. Wade Crush down to strikes. He goes over 100 miles an hour. Ooh, boy. Reuben Carter steps in. 200. Hal Rivers also on fire, so that's not going to bode well for anyone. Again, an 87-mile-an-hour changeup, 100-plus mile-an-hour fastball. That's just unfair. 97 on the gun there. Voodoo Giants logos, hats, everything might be one of my favorites in all of Cheese League Baseball. Their home unis are particularly sharp. And foul down the line. 2-1. And foul again. To Crush Thompson, who is looking locked in. See his stats all elevated. And it's base hit up the middle. So Crush gets on. 2-out base hit. That'll bring up Izzy Shepard. Good speed on the base pass. Didn't realize Crush Thompson ran so well. Fouled away. A check on the runner, safe. Of course, you see the crowd. A healthy representation. That one sneaks up the middle. Healthy representation of Gamblers fans out there wearing their Gambler golds in the crowd. They are excited. They are the number 8 seed. They took out the number 1 seed, Swiss Cheese Spiders. So they're a little jazzed up as Espinoza looks at swings at a strike. 2 on, 2 outs, 2 strikes, top of the first. Espinoza swings at that one. Nothing you can do with that. And he breaks his bat in anger. See, look at that. A lot of gold peppered throughout there. Of course, the Giants fans wearing their Bigfoot blues. As Dick Allen leads it off for the home team, right fielder. Devin Peralta, 12 ERA, 2.29 whip. And that one sneaks into right field. Brings up Lennon Castaneda. 500 average for him. One of the solid hitters and sure hitters in this Gouda Giants lineup. Home crowd did not like that call, obviously. It was a little tight. I'll give him that. And Castaneda just waves that 0-2. Down on strikes he goes. Pumps him inside the cheese. Goldie Cooper steps in. 278 for Cooper. 5 RBIs, 1 home run in this tournament thus far. And he goes, and he's out. Gets thrown out. So, changes the look of this at-bat a little bit. Changes your approach at the plate. 2-2 now. Cooper fouls that one off the end of the bat. Down the line. 3-2. A swinging bunt. Foul. And again, we reset. And she's walked. Brings up Ruddy O'Neal, 381, 1 homer, 4 RBIs for him on the tournament. Good speed in the base pass. And what I meant by that, changed the look of that at bat for Cooper's bat. You know, she was looking to move that runner before. So the approach is a little bit different because you're looking for a pitch that you can hit. Obviously, you're always looking for a pitch that you can hit, but her approach is a little different because she's just looking to get on base now. So she would have taken the walk, she would have taken a base hit, she would have taken whatever at that point. It's less about moving the runner, more about getting on base because you know you're a pretty decent runner, letting the guy behind you pick you up. So Homer Lane will step in now. That one's popped up. Foul territory. There's actually a lot of foul territory in the bowl. That's out number 1. Leighton Hernandez. Looking strained behind the plate. Hitting 300 though. 2 RBIs. Hal Rivers still on fire. 1 and 2. That's foul ball again. 1 and 2. And now the 2-2. Got him swinging 102 miles an hour on the gun for Hal Rivers. That is just filthy. Caden Ventura, 263, 2 RBIs for him, the number 8 hitter in this lineup. Just waves at that. There's not much that you can do with a 100-mile-an-hour pitch. Just look at that. And then 100 miles an hour. Then an 89-mile-an-hour freaking changeup. It's just so filthy. 5, 6, and 7 to up. Todd Fleep leads it off for the home team. Gouda Giants, 381 on the tournament for him. It's going to get the crowd. Just the first row. Give Peralta credit. That's a nice big little sweeper there. As Palacio steps in, 278 for him on the tourney. Give Peralta credit. He kind of has these Gouda Giants hitters off balance so far. Three and 1. To Ventura out number 2. Villarreal steps in. The number 7 hitter. And DH. Urkel Villarreal. Ball way outside. Tried the corner, missed. 3 and 2. Down on strikes he goes. All right, 9-1 and 2 due up for the Greer Gamblers.
Number 22.
Christian Plows steps in. Gonna go watch a documentary after this, folks. I'm looking forward to that. Got a full day tomorrow of yard work and other things, and that's a nice stop out there by Ernie Ferber. Keep the ball in front of him. Probably should have just caught it on the hop instead of diving like that, or sliding rather. It was a little scary. That one's fouled away. Yeah, it's got a big day tomorrow. Lots of planting and things to do. My garden is all going nuts. Two and 2. And down on strikes. Brings up Ruben Carter, 0 for 1. Your number 2 hitter in this Gamblers lineup. Again, just waving at it. With 1 on, 1 out. K-Man, of course, activated for Rivers. Down on strikes. Hal Rivers looks like he's having way too much fun out there. And I know Crush Thompson, who's 1 for 1 today, wants to wipe that smile off his face. And he does, right through the wickets. Crush Thompson's right on him. He's right on it. Izzy Shepard steps in, 1 for 1 with a single. 2 on, 2 outs, top of the 3rd. Score is 0-0. sort of expected the Giants to have runs on the board by now, says Wheels. Me too, actually. Me too. I am kind of perplexed by that. It's a bases loaded situation too right now for Espinosa. 2 outs, top of the 3rd, and a lot of good speed on the base pass. So a gapper that might score 3 runs. Instead, he gets them, strikeout, and they leave the bases loaded. Yeah, you know, seeing what Peralta's ERA was entering the game, it's above 12. Not the greatest whip. 0-2. It's also 0-2. You know, seeing a lot of those figures kind of led me to believe this might be a high-scoring game on the Giants side. But like I said, Peralta has Giants hitters kind of off balance. Leandro Vatamakia. One thing I'm most excited about, and this is the dumbest thing ever, but I'm most excited about with Super Mega Baseball 4, is that once to Ventura again. He's been busy at number 2. The catcher animation behind the plate is pretty awesome. Like when the catcher goes to catch a ball, like the catcher has a little more movement and actual than just like moving the glove back and forth. It's so cool looking for some reason. It's just, that to me is exciting. I don't know why. That's like the little animations that they've been able to add. Have been they look great. So 3 ground balls, 3 outs, and top of the 4th we go. Nothing still. Gouda Giants only have 1 hit, folks. 1 hit. Hal Rivers back up there on the mound. He has 34 strikeouts in the tournament so far. That's just bananas. That should actually be like illegal or something. He should be illegal. It's nuts. Walks him here. That brings up Leighton Hernandez. Runner on first. Castaneda. They can't get 2. They'll just get the first out. Or the sure out, rather, at first. Good speed on the base pass. Caden Ventura up. 250 average for him on the tourney. Possible opportunity to steal a bag here with the righty at the plate. And that's exactly what they're thinking. And I think that runner at second has Rivers a little on edge. Christian Plow steps in now. Fouled away. 2 on, 1 out. Christian Plow's up. And again, looking maybe at the double steal. And that is an unfortunate break for the Gamblers. A little line out to second flip for the double play. Lennon Castaneda back up. 2, 3, 4. Sounds like some hits. Sounds like some runs. Come on now. Come on now, Gouda Giants. What are you doing? Cooper up. I told myself I wasn't going to eat the whoopie pie that I bought today, but I think I actually am going to eat the whoopie pie that I bought today. And I hate myself for it. I think I might eat it. 2-2. Fouled away. 2-2 again on Cooper, and again a good at bat. Peralta battling out their 56th pitch right there. Down on strikes. Frozer. That brings up Freddie O'Neill. So 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. It's still scoreless here at the Bengata Bowl. Roddy O'Neill looks at a ball inside. That one tied him up. 1-2. And 2-2. And again, 2-2. Popped up can of corn out there for Thompson. And still, the Gouda Giants have one hit, being one hit by Peralta. Brings up Wade Crush, top of the order, folks, here for the Greer Gamblers. Interesting little development here, too. This will be the 75th pitch for Hal Rivers. So Peralta, not only is he pitching a better game, more economical, less pitches. As Reuben Carter steps in. Over to Fleep, out number 2. Crush Thompson, 2 for 2, 2 singles for Crush Thompson. He kind of has Hal Rivers' number. Grounds out here, though. That'll be the final out of the inning. Quick, top of the first. That's exactly what Rivers wanted. Exactly what the Gouda Giants fans want. They want to see Todd Fleep hit another dinger. He already has 2. Break the scoreless tie. And did I call it, or did I call it? It's exactly what the Gouda Giants fans want. 387-foot jack. Fleep's 3rd homer, 7th RBI of the tournament. And Cheddar Damas here predicting that one. Breaks the scoreless tie. Gouda Giants on the board. Peralta is the only knock in his armor. And that's ball 4. And all right, Peralta is done. We're going to have Nico Zarfa come in. We've seen him quite a bit out of this bullpen. And they caught him stealing. And a potential base running blunder for the Gouda Giants. Base hit through the left side. So that base hit actually does a lot of damage because you'd have a runner in scoring position if not for the caught stealing. So instead you have Ernie Fervor up with 1 out. Possibility or the potential to ground into the double play. Again, they're checking on the runner. I can't believe he hit a home run. That's hilarious. Zarfa got the forkball. Let's see if he activates that right now. No. Going with some heaters. And there's a changeup. Another. Now allows the heater that time. Vatamakia. So 2 outs, runner on first. Vatamakia. Catcher for your Gouda Giants. Hits that one. Crush Thompson is there. Out number 3. The Giants get on the board, though, and they actually get 2 more hits. Todd Fleep with the, as predicted, almost set up home run to break the scoreless tie. All right, let's see what Hal Rivers does here now. He's still looking locked in. That one is jacked high and far. And Palacios catches it on the warning track. The collective gasp. The air was taken out of the dome. Aiden Espinoza steps in. Interesting. Rivers went from being locked into on fire again. And that brings up Homer Lane. He might just try to finish out this whole entire thing himself. He said, I can do all bad, all by myself. 2-2. Palmer Lane is not intimidated at all by Hal Rivers. You see him in there, staring him down with the brim of his hat. Keeps fouling off good pitches. That one just hung up there. Don't put it there again. Good eye. And got him on the big Uncle Charlie, the deuce, the hook, whatever you want to call it. Big, almost like a 12-6 breaking ball, actually. Kind of like a Barry Zito action. Nix Allen steps in. Will be the top of the order and the bottom of the 6th for your Gouda Giants. Zarfa still out there on the mound. Still working away. 2-2. The count on Allen.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 10.
I mean, all things considered, and that's a base hit up the middle. All things considered, this has been a stellar pitching performance, a stellar pitching game for the Grayer Gamblers. I mean, just incredible. I mean, Peralta goes out there, hurls, gives up 1 homer, only 3 hits. Zarfa comes out here, is pretty much dealing, not afraid of these hitters. You know, this Gamblers team's kind of cocky. They think they can do it. They think that they can go all the way. Plows tracks that one down. That's out number 2, and O'Neill up. He's 0 for 2. Again, checking on the runners. That check on the runner also might just give a little bit of extra time to the bullpen. Should be out number 3. Carter over to Crush. Out number 3. Let's see. I think Rivers is going to get pulled as soon as he enters the game. Leighton Hernandez. No, Rivers is in there. Facing off against Leighton Hernandez. He's losing a lot, though, folks. He is losing a lot. Missing. And that's a base hit. Now he's going to get pulled. So he gives up a base hit. And that brings up Ventura, who's 0 for 1. All right, Evelyn Hoffman. Ooh. Evelyn Hoffman comes in with a 40.5 ERA, a 6 whip, only 2 strikeouts in the closer role for the Giants. Ventura looks at 2 straight balls, then fouls 1 back. So no threat to run there at first base. That might be the Gamblers' Achilles heel. 3-2 on Ventura. And again, fouled away. And good at-bat by Ventura. Lays off that pitch. Christian Plow steps in. 1 for 2, single. Runners on first and second. No outs. Top of the 7th, I'm sorry. Top of the 7th. Foul ball. 1-1. Could be 2. Castaneda steps on second, throws over to O'Neill. Double play. Wade Crush steps in. 0 for 3. Last licks here for the Gamblers with the tying run on third. It's kind of a nail biter right now, isn't it? 2-1. A base hit up the middle, right through the wickets, ties this game. Down on strikes he goes. And the Gouda Giants win game 2. And boy, that was a wild one. I mean, it had all the action you could want in terms of pitching. A big blow by Todd Fleep. 0-5-0 to 1-4-0. Todd Fleep with the home run, the only RBI, the deciding factor. The Gamblers struck out 12 times. The Giants struck out 6. How many? So, Jesus. Rivers had 11 strikeouts. That is bananas. Only 4 strikeouts for Peralta. He pitched exceptionally well. Yes, very interesting game indeed there, Wheels. It was Hoffman gets the save too. Drops her ERA to 16 instead of 40. That's a lot better. But yeah, just a very well pitched game. So um, these Gruyere Gamblers hitters are a little sneaky. So we got to watch out for them. Rivers, Fleep, and Peralta are your tops players. And the Giants take the 2-0 lead over the Gruyere Gamblers in this leg of the tournament. So tomorrow we will be back here. Of course, taking a look at the detailed bracket. We'll be back for 2 more games. Gotham's Emeralds, Giants Gamblers, and see what happens. It looks like Placido, Meyer, and Perkins, Hartman, and Tyke, so it should be interesting. Yeah, this is very, very interesting baseball. It's actually been very well pitched, I will say that. This semifinals has been well pitched. I may have knocked these 8 teams before in my commentary, but I think their pitching is surprising me right now at this level. So we'll see what happens then. In the meantime, folks, go check out my Super Mega Baseball 4 reaction videos. One dropped today, one will be dropping tomorrow. And while you're at it tomorrow, why don't you just watch that video and then stick around at 7 p.m. as we watch these next 2 games right here on Twitch. And of course, check these games out on YouTube. That's where they're posted. That's where most people are probably watching this right now on YouTube. And yeah, and we will see you then. Thank you so much for hanging out. Check you guys later. Have a good night. Bye.